Ladies and gentlemen, we meet again towards Parshas Vayera. And we find something very interesting here, that Avraham Avinu is davening to save Sodom. We know that in comparison between Avraham and Noach, even though Noach is called a tzaddik and many beautiful words are said about Noach, at the end of his days, he wasn't a tzaddik. And Avraham was much greater than him. Chazal said, why was not Noach not considered such a great tzaddik as Avraham? Because Noach could have davened, he could have prayed, and he could have saved his generation from the flood. He didn't daven. He didn't think it's important enough. He didn't think HaKadosh Baruch Hu would listen to him. Whatever the reason might be, he did not even try to change the fate of the world and to save the world from the flood. Avraham, it's not even the whole world, it's just one town he's trying to save. And it's not just any town, it's a town that we hear, Anshei Sodom, Ra'im v'chata'im la'Hashem ma'od. They are very corrupt and they're a very negative town. Even though they're so negative, Avraham goes out of his way to pray and to discuss and to really haggle with HaKadosh Baruch Hu and really try and persuade HaKadosh Baruch Hu not to kill and not to destroy Sodom on all its inhabitants. What is going on there? And we find something very interesting, which is he haggles for 11 pesukim. We've got 11 pesukim. We know every letter in the Torah is important. Every word, every pasuk, 11 pesukim. What is he trying to teach us? And furthermore, at the end of the day, HaKadosh Baruch Hu went and he destroyed Sodom and Amorah. So did he pray for nothing? We are now praying for the hostages, and they're not being released at the moment. We're praying for many wounded soldiers. Some make it, some don't make it. So were our prayers for nothing? Very big questions we are dealing with at the moment. But the same question Avram was dealing with after HaKadosh Baruch Hu destroyed Sodom, even though he had davened for them for 11 psukim. So I want to share with you, Rav Yosef Elbo wrote a book called Sefer Ikrim, the Book of Principles, 600 years ago in Spain. He had a big debate with the Christians, and there were many people who were intermarrying there, and he had to make a strong statement. And he came out with this book with a very organized debate, proving the central principles of Judaism. Anyway, in this book, he has a very interesting question about davening in general. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is emet v'yatziv v'nachon v'kayam. He is truth, but he is also stable. What does it mean, stable? He's not going to change his mind. What do we think? That because we daven, we're going to change HaKadosh Baruch Hu's mind? HaKadosh Baruch Hu is not wishy-washy. If he's decided that this is the right thing to do, he will do it. So why do we daven at all? That's the question there. Why do we daven at all if he's decided to do it, he's going to do it in any case. If he hasn't decided to do it, so he won't do it in any case. What is our davening going to change anything? The fate of the world, of the fate of those people we're davening for. How does this work exactly? So he tells us from this parsha, Avraham asks from HaKadosh Baruch Hu to save Sodom if there are 50 righteous people, 50 tzaddikim. And then he requests for 45, and then he requests for 40, and then 30, and then 20, and eventually for 10. So why do we have to go through all this? Why can't he ask immediately for 10? Or why can't we skip from 50 straight to 10? Why have to go through 45, 40, 30, 20? What's going on here? So Rav Yosef Elba has a very fantastic idea, which is the following. HaKadosh Baruch Hu has his decision made. And we are davening for it. Now we're on a level that this decision is going to stay exactly where it is. But when we daven, we don't bring him down closer to us. We don't change him. He doesn't change. He doesn't come closer to us, to our request. We change and we come closer to him. Our tefillas, our prayers elevate us. And therefore, Avram, after he davened for 50, he felt now he could daven 45. And then he felt he could daven for 40, and then for 30, and then for 20, and then for 10. We don't change HaKadosh Baruch Hu through our prayers and our davening. We change. And because we change, then we have a better chance of actually things that we want will actually happen. Because tzaddikim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu listens to tzaddikim. We become more tzaddikim. We become more righteous by the act of davening. We elevate ourselves. And therefore, all those prayers of Avraham Avinu were not in vain, because although Sodom was destroyed, Avraham changed. Avraham was elevated, and through his davening, he was elevated. That doesn't go away, even though Sodom was destroyed. And the same thing with our prayers at the moment for all those wonderful soldiers who risked their life to save us, to save Israel. And in this terrible war. And some of them made it, and some of them haven't made it. And those who haven't made it were sometimes wounded in hospital for a few days or for a few weeks, and they passed away at the end. What happened to all the prayers we did for these wounded soldiers? Did they go in vain? No. They have a zchut, they have a merit in the world to come that they caused us to elevate ourselves. Our davening elevates us. HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't need our davening. We need our davening. We daven in order to become better people, in order to elevate our own spiritual level. It's Hashem, we should be zocher to raise our spiritual level to such an extent that we'll always meet the expectations of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and we'll be able to get our prayers answered in a positive light. Shabbat Shalom.